Okay, so today I want to remind you about that thing called the ACE2 receptor. They've noticed that if you can block that receptor, you'll block the virus's ability to get into the cells. And these ACE2 receptors are upregulated or made more in our body in response to chronic low-grade inflammation. So assessing and treating our chronic low-grade inflammation is really important. And I wrote that there's some controversy over ACE2 inhibitors. We actually use those drugs to help control blood pressure. About a month ago, the Lancet did an opinion article. They're not sure whether those drugs are helpful or harmful in regards to this virus. They might know by now. So if you're worried, you could ask your doctor about that. And we'll begin some of the nutritional things you can do to help support yourself during this outbreak. I've split this into basics and advanced. So I would recommend that everyone do the basics for this time until there is a treatment or a vaccine. Simply just getting all your vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. I would say C and D are probably the most important. Most of us are walking around with low vitamin D. This can easily be measured. You might want to ask your doctor if they would do a test, and you could see if you have amount on average is anywhere above 30 for that lab test, but I would actually recommend you going somewhere between 50 and 70. I think most. And you also want to make sure you're taking good quality vitamins. So sad to say that the things that you find at some of your Walgreens or Target or even GNC, a lot of supplements are being tested and found to not be containing what they say they do, or in appropriate amounts, or in forms that are very useful for your body. So keep that in mind. In addition, you want to take minerals. Zinc and selenium are the two important ones here. And I put copper in here also because 1-to-1 ratio of copper to zinc. You probably don't have to supplement with copper because it's easy to get in our food, or if you're taking a multi-mineral, it probably has a little bit in there. So I wouldn't actually go out and take more. But just be sure if you're taking a lot of zinc that you're copper. Probiotics are always going to be important. So these are the good bugs within our gut, and we call them good bugs because they make things for us. So they might make vitamins, they might regulate some function in our body. And there are probiotics nowadays that help improve the immune system or improve the mucous membrane. So there's a product called Immune that we carry that helps support the immune system. And there's EFAs here, that stands for essential fatty acid. So essential fatty acids are fats basically that we need to take because our body cannot create them on its own. That's why we call them essential. And the best acids are in the category of omega-3 fatty acids. And these are the fat in cold water fish and in some algae and in some seeds. So you want to definitely make sure you're getting enough of these. I would recommend anywhere from 2 to 3 grams a day of a good quality EF. And you probably can't eat enough fish to get that amount. So I do recommend supplementing even if you eat a lot of fish. And if you are eating fish for the EFAs, you want to stick with what are nicknamed the SMASH fish. And SMASH stands for salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring. And then another supplement, melatonin. This is really interesting. It's actually a hormone our body uses during the night to keep us sleeping, but it also is an anti-inflammatory and is also an immune system booster. And is so important during this outbreak, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to have a little bit of an aid to keep you sleeping. I actually recommend not taking too much though. So a lot of supplements are 3 milligrams, 6 milligrams, 10 milligrams. This is too much to be taken for. I actually recommend getting a melatonin of more in the range of 1.8 milligrams and getting one that is slowly released at night, so it helps keep you asleep all night long. And you definitely don't get to sleep. And then phytonutrients, you're going to see this on almost all my slides. And phytonutrients are nutrients that sometimes are hard to classify. They're in our fruits and vegetables. They are what make them colorful. So the dark greens, the purples, the oranges, the reds, these are all phytonutrients, and they're very supportive to our body in many, many ways. Every month we get new articles about the benefits of phytonutrients. So make sure you're getting a nice little trick to have every day and 3 times a day, so at every meal. And those are the basics. I would recommend that for everybody during this time. If you want to get more advanced, there's some neat tricks. So allicin is actually a component of garlic. Garlic up, allicin is released. What's interesting though, I've heard of people taking garlic for boosting their immune system. And this is true, but if you just eat raw garlic or crushed garlic, it only is active for about 10 minutes in your body before it degrades. So allicin is actually the fancy name for stabilized garlic. Allicin is designed to stick around for a good 8 hours if you take it in a capsule form. So Allimax is a brand that does really well. They're allicin. The next two, biocidin and oliverex, these are microbials. They're herbal. They're blends of herbs that have been proven over and over to kill almost all bugs, bacteria, virus, fungus, yeast, parasites, and they don't have any side effects. They don't kill any of your good bugs. It almost sounds too good to be true, but it is. So biocidin and oliverex will help kill bugs within your body if they ever get in. Licorice is also a very good herb. And this is not the candy licorice, I'm sorry to say. It is licorice root. It does have kind of that black licorice flavor, but licorice is definitely a good immune system booster. GSE stands for grapeseed extract. And grapeseed extract is another really good antimicrobial. It's particularly good for viruses, and you can take that as a supplement form. It's also anti-inflammatory and helps the cardiovascular system, so it kind of is a double good substance. Beta glucans, those are actually what make mushrooms popular as a way of boosting the immune system. So beta glucans can be taken as a supplement or in mushroom extracts, and it helps boost the immune system. It also even helps cholesterol, believe it or not. And then sulforaphane, this one you're going to see on almost all the slides too. This might be one of nature's most potent nutrients, and it's mostly found in sprouts, especially broccoli sprouts. There are supplements now that have been designed. It's actually kind of fancy because there needs to be some kind of mechanical crushing, like our teeth chewing, to activate sulforaphane, but they do have supplements now that have an enzyme in it that do activate it once it hits your stomach. And then for those who really want to coddle their immune system and take good care of their bodies, you can use modalities. A lot of these are at our center. You can do blood irradiation with a laser, where you stimulate your blood with a laser, and it improves your white blood cell function. It helps oxygenate the blood. It helps raise the pH so you're less acidic in the blood, and it also reduces inflammation. PEMF stands for pulsed electromagnetic frequency. These are usually mats or handheld devices that put a magnetic frequency that's very similar to our Earth. Like if you were lying on a forest floor, you could mimic that benefit of the very slight magnetic frequencies. Helps boost circulation, especially of the blood and lymph. Massage is always good for circulation and improving the immune system, and of course, acupuncture. So that's the first slide for today. We'll do more tomorrow. See you then.